there? I was just drinking this tea. Alright. Today, this is not a toy, but a book. Yes. About a dinosaur book. Yes. This is the front of it. And this is the back of it. Right. Alright, guys. Oh, already we have a T-Rex skeleton right here. Alright, let's read it from here. Ruling reptiles. Dinosaurs were widely successful land reptiles that dominate the earth for nearly 180 million years. Although the word dinosaur is Greek for terrible lizards. Alright, let's move on. The ancient earth. The age of dinosaurs is more properly known as the Mesozoic era. This era, about 65 to 245 million years ago, is divided into three periods, which is Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. Getting warmer. During the Jurassic period, about 144 to 208 million years ago, things got hot, wet, and sticky. Plants like ferns and pine trees flourish with huge forests of food available. Like modern-day birds and reptiles, baby dinosaurs hatched from eggs. Dinosaur eggs came in all shapes and sizes. Everything we know about dinosaurs comes from fossils, bone or other leftovers that are trapped and preserved in rock. We all make mistakes, paleontologists included. Sometimes we rethink our ideas about dinosaurs and their habits as more complete fossils are discovered. Since most of what we know is based on the remains of their skeletons, all dinosaurs have been divided into two groups depending on differences in their hip bones. In Saurischian or in Ornithischian. In Saurischian, lizard hip dinosaur one hip bone pointed forward and one backward. In Ornithischian or bird hip dinosaur, both hip bones pointed down and back towards their tails. Alright, now we have an ankylosaur right here. Shield barriers. Heavily armored bird hip dinosaur called theropods or shield barriers were the reptilian tanks of the Mesozoic. Rows of vertical plates or gruesome spikes lined on the arched back of the tail of Stegosaurus. Whose name means well-armored head, wore a spike helmet of thick bones complete with armored eyelids. While its cousin Stegosaurus, armored, was composed of flat plates, Kentrosaurus was protected by an impressive array of sharp spikes. Two brains are better than one. With a brain about the size of a walnut, old Stegosaurus was one of the brightest beasts on the block. Bigger than dinner trays, the back plate of Stegosaurus remain puzzle to the paleontologists to this day. Cooling or warming the animal's body depending on the temperature of the environment. Some scientists believe the vertical plates flash bright colors as warning sign to rival stegosaurs or foolish predators. Beware of the tail. attacking the car-sized ankylosaur was indeed a difficult task for hungry predators. If its spike-stud back was not enough protection, the wary attacker received a bone-crushing whack from the ankylosaur's heavily clubbed tail. Boneheads. Pachycephalosaurus and its relative were a thick-headed bunch literally. Their skulls were knobby helmets of bone almost 25 centimeters thick, which they used to bash into one another like modern-day rams. The original headbangers. Stegosaurus, like other Pachycephalosaurus, had stiff back tendons for absorbing the shock of knocking heads. Spike thumbs. Having only piece of iguanodon skeleton to study, British fossil hunter Dr. Gideon Mantle mistakenly positioned the creature's spike on its nose. Later discoveries revealed that the spikes of the vegetarian iguanodon and its relative were actually thumb weapons for jabbing attacking carnivores. Iguanodon was one of the first dinosaurs classified back in 1825. Alright, let's go to another one. Alright, now we have a Triceratops here. Alright, let's start from here again. Frillheads. Rather than plodding around with heavy suits or body armor, ceratopsians used their head instead. Wide, elaborate frills and sharp horns decorated the skulls of these hoof herbivores, providing them to defensive shields while allowing them greater mobility and speed than their clunky armored cousins. Don't mess with Mama. After carefully laying her clutch of sausage-shaped eggs, the primitive, frill-headed Protoceratops protected her nest with ferocity. Found on top of the nest egg, the smashed skull of a dinosaur egg thief tells mother Protoceratops didn't let anyone, including hungry scavengers, get near her babies. Fright or fancy. The skin-covered holes in the head frill of Chasmosaurus and its cousin may have been used more as flags than as shield, communicating message to other dinosaurs, perhaps flashing frightening patterns such as eye spots, shock predators into a speedy retreat. Also, during mating season, the opposers may have found this colorful display very attractive. Alright, there are some Triceratops are fighting each other. Yes. Frillheads. Rather than plodding around with heavy suits of body armor, ceratopsians used their heads instead. Wide, elaborate frills and sharp horns decorated the skulls of these hoof herbivores, providing them with defensive shields while allowing them greater mobility and speed than their clunky armored cousins. After carefully laying her clutch of sausage-shaped eggs, the primitive frill-headed Protoceratops protected her nest with ferocity. Dinosaur egg thief tells mother Protoceratops didn't let anyone, including hungry scavengers, get near her babies. The skin-covered holes in the head frill of Chasmosaurus and its cousin may have been used more as flags than shields, communicating message to other dinosaurs, perhaps flashing frightening patterns such as eye spots, shock predators, into a speedy retreat. The skulls of Triceratops. The largest and most famous ceratopsian sported as solid bone frills and 3 nasty horns, heel scratches in cheek and frill bones tell us that a six-termed triceratops paired with other of its kind for dominance, just as often as it fought off fearsome predators like Tyrannosaurus rex. Social animals, Maiasaurus' mother nested together, warming her eggs under the layer of sand and guarding the vulnerable young until they were old enough to fend themselves. Mummisaurus. Some dinosaurs were good parents, and Maiasaurus, whose name means good mother lizard, was one of the best. Duckbills. Duck-billed Hadrosaurus flourished during the Cretaceous period. Behind their wide flat beaks, thousands of self-regenerating teeth ground up plant food for easy digestion. Hunting Hadrosaurus. Paleontologists aren't exactly sure what the air passage inside the long curved crest of Parasaurolophus. Male Corythosaurus had bigger skull crests than females, which they probably flashes during courting displays. Right, let's go to the other one. Oh! Now that's a big Brachiosaurus, and that man is small like an ant, and also this elephant. Alright, long-necked giant, the undignified heavyweight champion on land. Sauropods needed hundreds of kilos of food each day to maintain their immense bulk for sauropods. Surf or turf. At one time, paleontologists believed sauropods, dinosaurs, were too heavy to walk on land and pictured them wallowing in deep water like hippos to help support their titanic bodies. Breathing through nostrils placed high on their heads. However, the intense pressure to deep underwater would have crushed their lungs, causing the beast to suffocate. Sauropod strikes back. Diplodocus was one of the longest dinosaurs, measuring 27 meters from snout to tail, or as long as 3 London buses, parked end to end. Its size usually kept predators away, but Diplodocus also had a secret weapon. Like a whip, its long flexible tail may have knocked attackers aside with a loud crack. Advanced sauropods step up their defense against super predators of the Cretaceous period, a rocky armored back shield Saltosaurus from teeth and claw, while its cousin Shinosaurus swung its club tail like a baseball bat. Once considered the heaviest dinosaur discovered, Brachiosaurus weighed as much as 9 adult male elephants. The newly discovered South American Argentinosaurus may turn out to have been the heaviest, but until more fossils are found, the jury is still out. The longest neck in the animal kingdom belongs to Mamenchisaurus, and the stretched neck nearly 7 times longer than of any giraffe. At the end of its 14-meter-long neck rested its tiny head, the smallest of any dinosaur in size. Long spines trace the backbone of strange sauropods. Amargasaurus, ancestor of the giant sauropods of the Jurassic period, Plateosaurus, walks on its hind leg and weighs about as much as a car. These are the species of Brachiosaurus. We've got Mamenchisaurus, Apatosaurus, and a Morgosaurus, and also of a Theosaurus here. Alright. This is the next one. Oh yes, of course. All hail the new kings. Meat eaters. Among the first dinosaurs to exist and the last to become extinct, theropods. Those name means beast foot. In Greek, walk, stalk, and print on two clawed feet. An incredibly diverse group of dinosaurs. They are included not only for tiniest dinosaurs discovered, but also the largest land predators the world has ever known. Theropods kept getting bigger. The lion of the Jurassic period, the gruesome Allosaurus, was equipped with muscular legs for running down prey, an expanding jaw joint for swallowing extra large chunk of meat. By the Cretaceous period, its distant relative Tyrannosaurus rex grew to a huge proportion, measuring 12 meters long and weighed 7 tons. Mini meat eaters. In the harsh, dry climate of the Triassic, early theropod survivalists like Silolphus had the edge over other kind reptiles. With dexterous fingers to grab squirming prey, these crafty opportunists may even resorted to cannibalism. One particular fossil revealed the skeleton of a baby Silolphus in the stomach of an adult. All hail the new kings. Two newly discovered dinosaurs have beaten Tyrannosaurus rex in the contest for king of the carnivores. Aeneas in Africa, the hulking Carcharodontosaurus, was about 900 kilograms heavier, while Giganotosaurus from Argentina was just under a meter longer, but T-Rex still wins the popularity contest claws down. Smartypants. When it becomes to brains, big always better. Only the size of large dog Trachtotrodon was probably one of the cleverest dinosaurs, having the largest brains in comparison with its body. Bird wannabes sporting swan-like necks, beak and long muscular legs. Ornithomimids, or bird mimics, strongly resembles ostrich. Fast on their feet, bird mimics like Struthiomus race a speed of up to 80 kilometers per hour. Don't arm wrestle this guy. With gangly arms over 2 meters long and tipped with hooked talons, dinosaurs also scoop up human-sized prey with ease. Since only arm bones have been found, the rest of this colossal theropod is a mystery. The dog-sized Oviraptor had a powerful horned beak for crushing shellfish, bone, and eggs. Like a cross between a crocodile and grizzly bear, Baryonyx snatched fish from streams with its hooked thumbs and long toothy snout. Casualty of war. The most complete fossil specimen of the sailback Spinosaurus was destroyed during Allied bombing of Berlin in World War II. Alright. Raptors. The toes of slightly built Dromaeosaurus, most popularly known as raptors, were armed with retractable claws for slashing prey. Crafty hunting machines such as velociraptors stalk Cretaceous forests in packs like wolves, downing much larger herbivores with flicks on their savage curved toe claws. Missing link found. The world-famous fossil of Archaeopteryx, found in 1855, revealed a pigeon-sized creature with a skeleton of a dinosaur and the feathered wings of a bird. To many dinosaur experts, this feathered creature is the missing link between dinosaur and birds. According to recent fossils, primitive feathers covered some dinosaur-like raptors. Feathers kept dinosaurs warm during the changing season and may even have been used in mating displays like those of modern-day peacocks. Though its wings had claws like other feathered dinosaurs, Conchophorus was actually a bird, and the first with a horn beak. Fan-tailed and covered with short feathers, Archaeopteryx dashed from threats with long legs like modern roadrunners. Legacy of dinosaurs. According to some experts, dinosaurs still inhabit the earth today, but much smaller and covered in feathers. Modern-day birds share many similarities with theropod dinosaurs, including clawed feet and slender necks. Could T-Rex closest living relative actually be a chicken? Mystery extinction. Around 65 million years ago, dinosaurs, along their relative, the flying pterosaurs and marine reptiles, abruptly and mysteriously vanished from the earth. Paleontologists have searched for an answer but don't all agree. Small animals like mammals, insects, and modern reptiles survive. So why didn't the dinosaur? Maybe an asteroid hit the earth. Missiles from space could have destroyed the dinosaur, blazing into Earth's atmosphere. Large rocks from outer space called asteroids could have set off chain catastrophes such as tidal waves, superheated hurricanes, and forest fire. Cloud of ash would have eclipsed the sun, drastically chilling the planet and killing off plant life. Convincing evidence of such an asteroid impact is an enormous crater in Mexico, measuring almost 100 kilometers across, dating back to the end of the Cretaceous period. Maybe the climate change. Extinction wasn't necessarily quick. Slowly over millions of years, drifting continents, massive volcanoes spreading polar ice, or even shift in the Earth's magnetic fields may have transformed the world into a much cooler place, unfit for the dinosaur. Maybe disease spread? Could the flu have killed dinosaurs? When long-separated continents shift and dinosaur population intermingled, disease might spread like wildfire, and it would be a very long time before flu jabs were invented. Extinction is a common event in the Earth's history. Just before the reign of the dinosaur, a mass extinction occurred, wiping out nearly every animal on the planet. Human beings might not even here today if the dinosaur hadn't disappeared. Even so, dinosaurs will have be with us in our museums, films, books, and maybe even flying around over our heads. Oh, that's it, guys. Wow, that was a long book. Alright, guys, that was a long book. Whew. And the book was created by Robert Sabuda and Matthew Reinhart. Alright guys, this was the book that I reading. This book was great. for knowing dinosaurs and other things. Yes, hope you enjoy this book and my video also. It was created by Robert Sabuda and Matthew Reinhart. Yes, this is the book. This is what's name. Yeah. Alright guys. This is all of it for this video. Alright guys. We're going to review more like books or toys. Yeah guys. Alright, that's all of it guys. Goodbye. Hope you enjoy my video.